name is Brian Flynn. Had this name as far back as I can remember. It's on my driver's license, passport, birth certificate. I used my name once in May in 1981 when I raised my right hand, faced that flag, not this one, but I faced a flag and stated exactly the following. I, Brian Flynn, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States and the orders of the officers appointed over me according to regulations and the Uniform Code of Military Justice, so help me God.
Yes.
Holy crap, I had just enlisted in the U.S. Navy. Left the very next morning for boot camp. What was I thinking at 21 years old? And no, the Village People song in the Navy does not reflect reality. Just saying. I was swept into a fascinating journey that I never experienced nor ever expected, serving in the nuclear submarine Navy that lasted till July 1991. You're welcome. Now to kind of know where I'm going, I was requested by Kenny Jowers to speak today. He wanted a veteran's perspective on what the flag and the Constitution represents to a veteran. It's from my experience, though, and I am very honored to do so. Thank you, Kenny, for the opportunity. I enlisted not because a judge told me that I had to go or go to jail, not because of some overzealous nationalism or because I was a war hawk type. I was simply, well, it's because of the uniform. It's really cool and it's swinging the ladies.
Woo!
Which kind of is true. But I really had no clear direction in my life. But over time, I soon learned and realized that my service was meant to keep freedom alive for all of us, provide a deterrent to those that had nuclear capabilities and may have wanted to use them, to keep my family, friends, and our country safe, and most importantly, to support and defend the Constitution. And what an incredible document, written by foresighted, albeit middle-aged white men, very smart and aware individuals under difficult times and potential harm to themselves, some 238 years ago and then ratified by the 13 states 3 years later. But this oath that I had mentioned has three significant parts and one part missing. The missing item in the oath is any mention of our national flag. But our old glory is very special to me, so uniquely designed and such a strong symbol to rally around. I didn't swear an oath or allegiance to a flag, mind you, but I hold it dear for what it represents for me. This flag I keep in my home, our home. It was given to me by the commanding officer of the boat I was on when I left the Navy. It represents what I hold dear, and I'm proud to say that it graces our home. Thank you. The other three significant parts that's mentioned in the oath is the Constitution. Thank you, Kenny. But the Constitution, the President and the officers, superior officers, and the UCMJ, Uniform Code of Military Justice. First, let me speak about the POTUS and the superior officers. Got no real issues there as long as any of the orders I received were lawful orders. Meaning briefly, a lawful order is one considered lawful if it doesn't violate the Constitution or any laws of the United States, and if the issuing authority has the power to give such an order. Oh, we're probably going to hear a lot more about that as time goes on. Next, the Uniform Code of Military Justice, UCMJ. It's a foundation of the military justice system in the United States, sets a set of laws enacted by Congress, defines and regulates the conduct of military personnel. Articles 90, 92, 138, and a couple of others include discussion concerning defying a lawful order. Lastly, and most importantly, is defending and bearing true faith allegiance to our Constitution, not to a dictator or a king.
No.
It's the Constitution, this little book that I have, and the actual documents that are in Washington, D.C. This is the meat of why we're here and we can do what we do. I was once asked how I'd feel or what I'd do if someone or a group was burning our nation's flag in protest. I gotta tell you, I wouldn't like it. Probably try to talk them out of it, but I defend their right under the First Amendment to do so. If they feel so strongly to burn it in protest, as long as it doesn't harm anyone or property, then they have the right to do so, and I will defend their right to do so every day.
Yes.
That's one of the reasons that I and the other veterans have sacrificed their family, energy, time, holidays, etc., and for many sacrificing their lives for our freedom and right to do just that. In summary, and to tie it together as best I can, you may have heard the term that once a Marine, always a Marine. Well, since I still drink and cuss like a sailor and like to tell tall, outrageous sea stories about submarine life all the time, then, as once a submariner, always a submariner. At least in my heart. And I will continue to defend and bear true faith allegiance to our Constitution. I made that earlier oath 44 years ago and still contend that this living document and this flag shall endure because of the sacrifices, living or perished, of veterans and all of our steadfast and brave support and commitment by all of you. We cannot falter. We must be diligent. For all of those younger or not born yet, it is our responsibility.
Yes.
Keep our Star-Spangled Banner lyrics close to your heart as the last two times, or last two lines of the full lyric state. I'm not going to sing it. Sorry.
Thank you.
And the Star-Spangled Banner in triumph shall wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.